National, go ahead. Police officer shot during a robbery attempt.
Something's wrong with the baby's heart.
We're going into the unknown here.
1,000 miles, it's hard to hear you through the static, searching for something to say.
Boston, home to 3 of America's greatest hospitals, Mass General, the Brigham, and Children's. These are the stories of the men and women who work in them.
I've never seen a guy piss off more nurses than you on rounds.
Bob, are you asking me out in front of this camera?
Code blue, she code team.
Does anyone feel a pulse?
I got nothing.
You're everything that I want. I'll never give up. Been through this before, and it can get rough. You can push me away. I can do anything. I need you to know you're everything that I
There's a pediatric trauma coming in. We have pumps, monitor, suction, intubation. I think we're all set. The car jumped the curb and pretty much crushed the kid. It's almost like your body goes on autopilot and your adrenaline just takes over and just do what you gotta do to try to save them. I'm probably gonna be a little bit rude and yell at people to get out of the room because there's already too many people in here as it is. They're here. Thank you. We're all set. All right, ready?
Cable's all clear. Ready? 1, 2, 3. He's struck by a car. He has not woken up. So last blood pressure was 67 systolic. He's never been able to get a pulse.
Okay, start chest compression. Somebody needs to get access to this boy right now.
Okay, who's working on the access?
Okay, Mike, I need a suture, please. I need betadine over here, please.
1 per 10,000 epi going in IV. Epi is in, right fem line.
I heard heart sounds. So we're getting, I heard heart sounds.
Can you please ask where the blood is?
When I was doing the compressions, I was just telling myself, don't look at his face, don't look at his face. I just didn't want to see that little child's face.
Emily, spike another bag of saline for me, please.
We need an OR.
Peter, what can I tell the OR that you're going to do?
Yeah. Laparotomy, thoracotomy.
All right, guys, let's go.
Let's go.
We got his heart beating again,
Go.
but he has massive internal bleeding and we might not be able to stop it in time.
We have everything.
Brigham and Women's. It's Richard Reich, R-E-I-S-H.
This month I'm in the emergency department working 50 hours a week. They do 10-hour shifts, so it's really nice.
Today's Rick's first day in the emergency department, so we have to keep our close eye on him and make sure that he knows what he's doing. We'll see.
She's been sitting here forever. I need a Spanish interpreter for 37A, please. Let's go get her taken care of. I don't want her to leave.
I was valedictorian of my college undergraduate class. I came to Harvard Medical School with a $300,000 scholarship to do anything I wanted with, and now coming in as an intern, you're the lowest of the lowest people on the totem pole. You know nothing.
Room 2.
Is she still here?
She wants to discuss her payments with her.
Her payments. Oh, great. Oh, I'm not going to prescribe you any narcotics.
Narcotics? I never asked you for narcotics.
All right, calm down.
Well, that's why you just assume something.
You know, assuming can make...
Okay, hey guys,
listen,
first of all...
Listen to me.
No.
Just like you assumed that she...
was on drunk.
Alcohol.
When did I assume this?
You asked me when was her last drink.
I said, yeah, because she has anyway, this is a pointless conversation.
No, I don't drink. I drink because of pain.
She's been under my care for the past 5 hours. I'm really taking very good care of this patient. I got her out of bed. I was doing a lot of extra things to help her, walking her around, making sure that she has a safe home environment.
Okay.
And then they just turn on you like that.
Now, you were narcotics. I did not ask for narcotics.
You feel like you need something else for the pain than what you currently have.
have tried, listen, I've been here for 5 years in this hospital, okay?
Okay.
That I had to die, okay? Came here on a Monday,
Okay.
and then came here on a Thursday, send me home, Wednesday, send me home, and I hemorrhaged myself to death.
Okay.
Not on alcohol either.
Well, I wasn't there for that.
Okay.
My mother has attention deficit disorder, okay? And I'm a teacher, and I know, and I'm also in the medical field. I have a thing in medical assistant, and so don't put a smirk on your face, okay?
You know, you
'Cause
keep
if you
your
don't believe
medication.
me,
How's that?
Okay, sounds good.
You keep it, send
Okay.
it home.
Okay.
Maybe someday you might need it.
Okay. Maybe I could have handled that a little differently, but there's no way I'm gonna write a prescription for this patient. Like, I don't care if they call patient relations, if they want to file a complaint against me, I'm not gonna do it.
We're pushing blood?
One more. We need a cross clamp for the aorta, please.
Even if there's a 1 in a million chance, you're still going to do everything that you can to try to save a child.
Looks like it's got a big fracture here. Scissors, please.
You know what? You guys, what do we got? Bleeding. It's just bleeding today. At the time that we entered the room, pupils were fixed and non-reactive. Okay, stop.
All right. Hold on, folks, everybody, through your time.
240.
240.
Zip him up for his family.
Yes.
There's nothing more devastating than losing a child. And when you see a kid laying there with his chest cut open, where you can see his heart and it's not moving, I don't think you would ever be able to prepare yourself for that, ever. That's definitely the first time I've had to do chest compressions on a kid. It was just nothing.
He had no blood whatsoever.
Wasn't even moving.
Poor baby.
It is undeniably frustrating and saddening when people that you treat, when they die. Brain surgery is a situation where there are things you can't control. Doing a lot of operations is physically and emotionally demanding. And I knew this would be the case when I chose to go into neurosurgery, and I thought that I was well suited for it.
You heard what they've been calling me lately, right?
much cuter than Obama.
Absolutely.
Really? Yeah, more than one person has said you look like
He's absolutely much cuter than Obama.
I'm going to reserve comment. Exactly, because he's the president, so I don't want to go on record as comparing myself to the president, but I'll let everybody speak for themselves.
You look like Obama, by the way.
The only thing I will say is I am 12 years younger than he is, so I hope at least I look younger than he does, if not better. You know, I hear that. I usually don't hear it in Scrubs. I hear it usually when I'm wearing a blue suit.
No, you do look like him, a younger him, but you.
I'll take that as a compliment. So
Good, because I think it's a compliment.
The reason why I went into medicine is because my father was a doctor. He was the first African-American surgeon at New York Hospital, and it was obvious to me from my earliest memory that he loved his job. All right, surgery time. When I was an intern, I was assisting a surgeon on a hernia operation, and he had left the room. They brought down the screen, and the patient, very pleasant, said, "Oh, thank you to the nurse, thank you to the scrub nurse." And she says, "Oh, are you here to clean the room?" And I just said, "No, I did your operation." Some people would be very upset by that and all riled up. I only thought it was funny, because I knew I did the operation. About to see a new patient named Ronald Haynes. He's a young guy, just 29 actually. He had some scans which showed a mass in his sinuses. He has a big tumor and it's positive for cancer. This tumor sits in between and behind the eyes, right where the olfactory nerves, which are for smelling, come from the brain. The tumor can track up those nerves and invade the brain. It doesn't look like that's happened yet, but it's just on the verge.
Okay, get your bobber ready. Are you making one?
Yes.
What's this part?
That's my leather bobber.
You making homemade bobbers?
Yep. Taking the bobbers off.
You're funny.
No.
Yes, you are. I was eating very healthy. I'd quit smoking, worked out 4 days a week, ran 12 miles every week. And then in March, I went to a wedding. We're flying home and I had a seizure.
I woke up 4 days later. My son was sitting next to me on the plane. Thinking about my son sitting there in the ambulance when I'm not able to say anything to him. That's scary. This isn't scary.
Well, Daddy's almost to the road, so Daddy almost needs to hold hands.
Yeah. Allison is my girlfriend. We've been dating for almost 2 months, I guess. She's stuck around through all the drama of a guy with a kid and an ex-wife and cancer, so it's plenty of baggage.
Can I just swing?
One time. She is awesome. Ready?
1, 2, 3.
This will be very similar to the view that we'll have during surgery. If the patients ever saw a picture of themselves during this operation or what this operation looks like before going into it, I think they'd be horrified because we basically take somebody's head and face completely apart and push the tumor out through the nose.
6 cars?
Yeah.
I would freak out. I would. If I were a patient and like that was the plan, I can't even imagine.
Will that work?
There's only one reason why I voluntarily come to this building, and it's because of this kitchen. They make the best milkshakes. It's incredible. You could be clinically depressed, have one of those milkshakes, feel on top of the world. It's unbelievable. All right. Sorry I'm late today. I was in the OR with a couple cases. How you doing?
Angles.
That's all painful?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We've been trying to get his tubes out for 2 days, and I got a page this morning from thoracics that he was going to have his tubes out without question early this morning. It's 4 o'clock, and his tubes have not come out. It's totally unacceptable. The chest tubes are coming out. If thoracics doesn't want to come by to take them out, I will pull them myself. But I think we definitely need to make you more comfortable. It pisses me off. I mean, he's always been the best patient. You know, he's always been in good spirits. He has a bad problem. We've done a lot for him. And to see him like that. If there's one thing I'm not good at, it's at hiding things. I am an open book. Mr. Russell, are we going to get his chest tubes out? It's fine. I mean, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to argue with you about your schedule. Okay. Thanks. Yep. Bye. Useless. All right. I can't tell you how many senior residents have come up to me and have said, "You're arrogant, you're cocky, you really need to tone it down." As hard as they've tried to change me, they haven't, and they won't. When I'm a chief resident and I have an intern like me, it's really gonna piss me off.
Yeah. All right. So I was just talking to Mr. Wong here about what other tests we need. So we should probably get that ultrasound of the gallbladder. It's on the other side, actually. The gallbladder's on the right.
No, there's a
Okay. All right. Let's just check it. Okay. You have one.
I was talking about that face was because I ordered an ultrasound yesterday, which you disapproved of. But that's
why don't we get a chest CT? Have you passed some gas?
I don't think there's any gas to pass.
When you talk, you swallow air. The air's got to go somewhere. So most of us pass gas about 42 times a day on average.
Yeah.
Andrew here is about double that.
That's nice.
But you'll always pass gas even if you're not eating. Hang in there.
Okay.
We'll get those tests, then we'll let you know.
Okay.
All right.
Top of my list this morning is to see Ron Haynes, a 29-year-old man with a cancerous tumor in his sinus cavities. It's a very challenging case with these types of tumors because they can go back through the nerves towards the brain. You got to take out all that skull tissue, which it touches. Mm-hmm. We lift off what's called a bone flap bifrontally, so it goes pretty low, like right over the eyebrows, off like this. Then we basically meet in between the eyes, going back about 3 or 4 centimeters, and get around the tumor and push it out through this incision.
Okay.
There's risk of visual loss, risk of neurological problems. Just anytime in that area that those risks exist. And there's no way to preserve your sense of smell with this surgery.
Okay. That's the one that I care the least about.
We wouldn't recommend this surgery if we didn't think we could get around it.
Well, I feel pretty comfortable with you guys, being almost experts, basically experts in this field.
I like to think that we're experts, actually.
I've got a lot of faith, and I just kind of know it's going to be all right. So I've never really doubted.
If you ruin one step, his frontal lobes of his brain could fall through this gap into the nose.
It's a really fun environment in the emergency room, especially when it is slow and you get to hang out. Hi, Dr. Binder.
Hi, Dr. Binder.
Megan.
Okay. No, it's fine.
Hello.
Sorry, I caught that. Why don't you know her name? Say it.
I'm having a I can't get the words. I know your name.
Oh my God, I'm heartbroken. All right, nobody say my name for the rest of the night until Bill figures it out.
I'm having a hard time.
You better grab and hold on tight because you're in for a long 8 hours, Bill.
You're in big trouble, Bill.
Bill Binder forgot my name. He said, hi, Megan, and
Perfect. You have to be so careful around here.
Thank God Bill's head is relatively round and easy to cut out. I think it's extremely funny that he forgot my name.
I mean, you are Nurse of the Year.
I can name everybody's name here, but just had to forget a minute. William Binder. Amanda.
What?
You know what?
Hi, Doc.
I'm just in the middle of like 19 things. I forget my own wife's name sometimes.
He's gonna spend the whole night apologizing to me. I can already see it. I have him right here.
Today, we're operating on Ron Haynes to resect this malignant tumor from in between his eyes. We take off the forehead, push the brain back, and expose the tumor from above.
Okay, after he goes in for the procedure, walk straight down the hall. It's all the way down on the left-hand side, all right?
Ron is my oldest son. It's a scary thing he's going to be going through.
He's handling it very well. And that helps us, that he has a positive attitude and he's attacking it. It really helps us that he's confident.
Today's surgery. It's not that big a deal, I guess. So, I mean, it is, but it's like, like I've said, I'm in the best place to have this done, so I'm not really worried about it.
The biggest danger is not doing it right. Really, if it's not done perfectly, the complications can be really devastating. You gotta know how to do it right. I know how to do it. I'm trained to do it. I don't want to sound arrogant, but, it's brain surgery. All hell can break loose in any case that I do.
The ER is very different than any other rotation that we do in the hospital. Crazy in here.
He's discharged.
So I'm texting Bardouche right now, one of my co-interns. Oh, here's Bardouche. Bardouche is in the house.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
Good, good. Let me answer a few calls.
Name Andrew L. Bardisi. Everyone calls him Bardouche. So we're trying to get some of the nurses to start calling him Bardouche. He likes it. He loves it. So what's your plan for tonight?
It was really interesting, actually. I'm going to hang out with that Malad girl tonight.
Is she coming over to your place?
That's what I'm going to push.
Okay, here's how you set it up. Say, look, I'm in the mood to sort of chill tonight, relax a little bit. Let's just do a movie. She'll say, yeah. And then say, well, look, I just looked at everything in the theater. Nothing really looks that good right now. But have you seen the movie Vicky Cristina Barcelona? Okay? Awesome movie. It's a Woody Allen movie. It's sort of a bit, it's really good, trust me.
You've given me absolutely nothing about the movie. Why don't you just tell me what it's about?
It's this guy who tries to have a threesome with these girls, but Bardouche, it sounds sketchy, but it's really good, trust me. Everyone loves it.
It actually sounds kind of good.
She, trust me, she wouldn't have seen it. It's not her type of movie. And then you definitely get a bottle of wine. Order some takeout sushi. End of story.
You know what's also a pretty good strategy? I was going to suggest to go and get some really fine goat cheese, then maybe some olive bread to start off with, and have that with the wine, and then go.
Just stop.
Thank you.
Mass General online. Mass General, we're coming to you with a 5555-year-old male involved in a motorcycle accident. Again, patient stable at this time. Any questions? No questions. Gets back to you, Mass General. Over.
The trauma coming in. It's time to play rock, paper, scissors. 1, 2, 3. That's one for me. One.
Ready, 1, 2, 3.
Sorry, Fran.
So this is a 55-year-old gentleman. He was riding his motorcycle today. He was going at moderate speed. Somebody cut him off. He T-boned the other vehicle at the scene. He reported some belly pain, reported some right hip pain and some back pain, and his vital signs have been stable throughout.
Tracy, 143 over 105.
All right. Anything here, George? I know you're about
Say yes or no.
What if this was my dad? What would I want the nurse to say to him?
Look at the pelvis, right?
I would want somebody to be there and hold his hand and tell him it's going to be okay and tell him we're doing everything we can.
If you had to give me a number, 0 is no pain and 10 is like the most pain you've ever had in your entire life. What number would you say the pain you're having right now is?
It's probably like a 6, but when I move, it's a 12.
Okay. I just want to get this pain medicine into you.
I've been riding, off and on since college, and this is the first time I've had an accident.
So the left hemipelvis is opened up, and it looks like he's got broken pelvis bone. It's not as bad as it could be, but there definitely is bleeding around it. Okay. You can really rip some veins, and he has. And if you wrap a sheet around and bring it back down to size, then hopefully you slow down the bleeding.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's okay. Do what you gotta do.
You can just cover his face with a towel. I always do that just because I don't like looking at his eyes. We want to be aggressive about getting out as much of the tumor, as much normal tissue around it as is safe to make sure that we've taken out every last cancer cell. You just need one cancer cell to kill you. We're going to take off the forehead, basically. We're probably at our riskiest, sinus area. That's where his eyes go. See that?
There's a fair amount of tumor pushing into the eye.
All right, there you go. I have to drill out the base of the skull, around the eyes, around the optic nerves, and that's where the risk is. You need the optic nerves for vision. If you miscalculate, if you interpret the anatomy wrong, you could be blind.
It's been, almost 4 hours. I would hope he'd be about halfway done.
Oh, I'm sure.
I hope so.
We're kind of right in the middle. Perfect. We have ways of preventing disaster. The tumor should be pretty mobile. Keep going.
I'm trying. Pulling hard.
Laterally. Beautiful. The tumor's out. We're getting close to the end of this endeavor. Time to put them back together.
This is Cheryl Haynes.
You wanted me to just call and give you an update. I'm down in the operating room. Things are going well, and I'll call you back with more updates as we have them.
Everything's going well. He's doing good, so.
Good.
Well done. So far, so good. Big case. Tumor's out. All you can do is hold your breath until he wakes up.
Copy your worker.
So, it's like a leap of faith until then.
Hi, Liz. Hi, Leslie. How are you? Hi, Dr. Brown.
Hello, Amanda.
You think work would be a great place to meet somebody. But you know what? There's no McDreamies or McSteamies walking around here. There's McDumb, McDud. There's people here that are cute here in this environment, but you're like, I wonder if I took you out of the hospital and put you in real clothes and in a real social situation, if you would still be cute. So there's a lot of hospital cute guys, but.
Hey, are you around over the Memorial Day weekend?
I am. I'm working that night.
We should do something because
Rob, are you asking me out?
I was gonna get down on one knee, but
Okay. Call me.
all right.
Bye. I don't know, it's kind of hot in here. I think I just got asked out on a date by Rob Miller. And then I ran away because I was so embarrassed. Yay! This is the first guy that's ever asked me out. I'm usually the one that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the one.
Okay. I'm so excited for her.
Ron, squeeze my hand. Give me a squeeze. Give me a squeeze, Ron. Squeeze. Squeeze my hand. Okay. Ron, all done with surgery.
Surgery's all finished.
Young men wake up aggressively. I don't know why. I had surgery once, but I think I woke up peacefully.
Surgery's all done. Everything went great. Now you're talking. Little mask on there. Little breathing. Looking good. Looking good. Successful surgery. Achieved our goals. Looks pretty good. Gonna follow him closely tonight. He's just waking up, so he's not completely coherent yet, but he's moving everything, following commands. So far, so good.
Okay.
So the surgery went as basically as planned.
Did they have any eye issues? Because he said something about losing an eye.
He still has both eyes. I would expect him to be able to see.
Okay.
Okay? I haven't been able to actually formally test that yet.
Right.
Step by step, one step.
Step by step,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're walking too slow, cranked up my favorite song on the radio. Everything's fine.
I'm gonna get you a pillow. I'll be right back, okay?
Got your friends around you.
Do I look a little better today, Izzy? Yesterday, the environmental service people told me that I have to start doing my hair before I come to work.
There's nothing wrong with her, but she could have looked much excitement, you know. Could have been looking better.
Izzy, you're in trouble. We're all done for the night. Rob and I and some of his friends are going tango dancing. Oh my God, it's so tiny. I'm scared.
Oh no.
It's kind of hot.
It's really hot when they do it.
Oh.
Okay. You know,
We're like,
she not fingers locked. Like that.
Don't touch my fingers.
I don't want to keep the frame the same, and you just sort of like, you know, walk together.
Gavin, this is embarrassing. You two dance together.
Nothing sexier than two men who are comfortable enough to dance together.
To dance the
First time
tango together. All right.
Ready?
Well, all right.
Just trust me.
All right, I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna
Okay.
trust you, and it's gonna be a mess. See, I can't. I guess I don't trust you, Rob.
That's okay. Not a lot of people do.
I've made the mistake of dating somebody I work with before, and it was disastrous. Oh, that was good.
Yes, there's small steps. I think you're pretty good.
You're pretty good too. Oh, I'm getting like dizzy. Rob's a great guy. We'll see what happens.
I am no magician. I've got no crystal ball.
We're on the way up to the ICU. Where I'm just going to take one last look at Ron, just to watch him continue to progress towards where I really want him to be neurologically. Hey, Ron, just checking in on you. Hi. The first noise that he made when we went in there was he just kind of bellowed, like Chewbacca. It's probably a very appropriate noise for somebody who undergoes like a surgery like that to wake up and kind of yell. If he was mute, I'd be more worried. But giving a shout, that's his prerogative. Hey, Ron. Surgery's all done, okay? Everything went fine. I just talked to your family. They're gonna come up and see you in a little bit. Okay? Can I ask you a couple questions? Say your name. Remember my name? Where are you from? Okay, good. How many fingers?
2.
How many fingers? 1. Good. All right, good. Everything went fine, okay? Let me shake your hand. He knows where he is. He knows he had surgery. He knows my name, recognizes me. He can see. He's gonna be fine. I'm on my way home. I'm gonna walk home. I'm gonna enjoy the fresh air. I'm gonna help my daughter eat dinner. Get a good night's sleep. Then come back early in the morning and be ready for surgery.
You know, you live in the hospital, and so you see these people all the time, and it's only natural that you start dating people in the hospital. But things can get a little bit sticky if it doesn't go well. Hey, what's going on?
The Spanish interpreter's here for you.
This is Mallory. She's taking care of my patient today. You know, you always worry because if it's a cute nurse and you're trying to ask her out, like you can see all the other like old nurses kind of hone in on you and try to prevent you from eating their young. So you have to be a little bit careful, you know? Now I'm gonna go see Catherine. This is a 26-year-old female who over the past 24 hours has had persistent abdominal pain, predominantly in the right lower quadrant. She came to the ED here and was found to have an appendicitis. My name's Andrew, I'm one of the surgical residents. I'll be helping out on the case.
I just want to get it over with, honestly. I mean, I've been up for a long time now. I kept waking up last night, so just get it over with. Get it out if they need it out.
We're gonna try doing it laparoscopic first, which is, you know, make a couple small incisions.
Okay.
In some situations, that doesn't work out. The appendix is perforated. It's difficult to safely remove the appendix with a laparoscope.
Great, that'll be my luck.
But it's still a small incision, but you should be aware of it. There are horror stories, right? You take a person's appendix out, and they can have major complications afterwards. I remember like a couple months ago, I was having this like, you know, abdominal pain myself, and I was thinking, even if this is an appendix, I don't want to go through surgery. I'm not comfortable with this case at all. I haven't done many at all, and the ones that I have done, I totally have not reached the comfort level.
What can I say this time round? Words compose silent sound.
My dad actually died in 1997 from a medical error, which has definitely contributed to me going into medicine. He had a pancreatic mass. And what they ended up doing was not biopsying the mass, but biopsying the aorta, which is a very bad idea because then you just bleed, which is what happened to him. He just bled out. And by the time they figured out what actually was happening, it was too late. I really don't have a lot of experience removing the appendix. Everyone's anatomy is different. Things can get complicated fast. I've never worked with Amy before. I'm nervous about this operation.
So getting back to the patient that we're operating on? Yes. Do you think she has appendicitis?
Yes.
Based on what?
Epigastric pain that evolved in the right lower quadrant pain over a period of hours. Yep.
She had a CAT scan of her abdomen and presentation was atypical, so based on her physical exam, we're going to go in and take a look with the laparoscope, and if we see that her appendix is inflamed, we'll take it out.
So
what do you think? Is it?
I think it is.
Oh, you think it is?
Acute? You don't think it is?
So,
Do you want to make a bet?
let's put a little friendly wager.
Let's put a few beers at the mission. Andrew's great. I mean, Andrew is obviously a very talented intern. He wouldn't be here if he wasn't. He does have an ego, which most young surgeons do. So my job is to try to train him, but also to rein him in a little bit. Shall we begin? We have a little locale for the young doctor.
Yeah, it's a difficult task, dude.
Oh, Jesus.
It's fun to hang out together, but it's also kind of pathetic because we're all so frustrated romantically.
I think dating in the hospital is very difficult.
So Henry, no, you're not a nurse in the ED. Asked you out on a date, you'd say no because it could get murky.
I was excited.
If Amanda Grabowski asked you out, you'd say say no? That's a flat-out lie, Henrietta Pino.
Lie!
Flat-out lie. Who has dated somebody you've worked with? There you go. So everybody's done it, even though nobody wants.
I haven't done it.
Correct. Raise your hand.
If she were smart, fun, kind, hot, and honest, I would really consider it.
What makes you think it's not appendicitis?
I'll tell you afterwards, but do you think it is?
I do think it is.
Now go in straight. Don't stab the bowel. All right, now it's time to go fishing. So where's the appendix gonna be? Yeah, there it's coming. It's gonna be at the end of that. There it is. Oh, it's definitely, she's definitely got disease.
I'm gonna grab this if that's okay with everyone.
It's fine. Now why don't you use it, grab the base there, and now use your other hand and basically grasp on the other side and kind of pull that appendix out of that pelvis. Yep. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Now here's what I want you to do. I want you to grab the appendix. Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to feed that further into your stapler. So use the stapler as a grasper. Turn it towards you. Use the stapler. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Let me see your blade. Okay.
You like that?
Yep. Are you comfortable with it?
I love it.
You don't have the ilium?
No. Hold on, let me just double check.
I'll double check for you. It's not that I don't trust you. Fire. Yep.
Alright.
Okay. Open up.
That's really less painful than I thought it would be.
I was impressed.
He's the best intern on
You know
the
how to
service.
use that?
All right, deploy the bag. Dunk the worm.
And I'll take a specimen cup now, please.
I'm done, okay?
Can I take this bad boy out?
Yep. Don't lose the worm.
I'll find out.
I think I won the bet.
You won. I owe him a beer. It's okay. It was like an early appendicitis, so I asked him if he thought it was an appendicitis. I kind of just wanted to get him thinking along the lines of why he's operating on the patient.
That was the first one, and I've done it myself.
That was your first appy? He did a satisfactory job.
He did well.
You just sweating a little bit.
His skills actually probably beyond the level of an intern, but you know what? I'll tell him he did well, but I probably won't tell him that part. I don't want his head to get too big.
Rob, come here. You were gonna go without saying goodbye?
Tired, I gotta work tomorrow.
Now, some people are just cute in this environment, and then you take them out of this environment, and then they're not so cute, and you pass.
What does that mean?
Like outside of here, you're like cool too.
So you're saying I am hospital cute?
No, you're
and then
not.
I'm also outside the world cute?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, go home, go to bed. Now you can sleep soundly, knowing that you.
I saved all these emails from when my wife and I first met. This is the very first email my wife ever sent to me after the day we met, which was a Sunday. This was Monday night. Monday morning, not even Monday night, Monday morning, she emailed me. She was eager. Cut the day a little bit short because today is my wife's birthday. Is anybody home? Come on down. Whose birthday is it?
Mommy's. Happy birthday.
We have two beautiful babies, twins. These guys are twins. And an older daughter. We met at a barbecue.
My best childhood friend who went to school with Will.
Yep. We decided about a week later that we'd get married.
I don't know, did you decide you were going to marry me a week later?
You know quality when you see it.
You gotta take the action in your own hand. You gotta
Okay, ready? And then swing it down, and then go straight. Okay, ready? You wouldn't even know that I had brain surgery almost a year ago. You know, I'm healthy and cancer-free. And it's not just beating cancer. It's, you know, Allison coming into my life, and she's like the perfect girl for me. Okay. Hi,
Good, you know what?
Jean.
pregnant woman who was shot in the left chest. We got a problem, guys. Who's the attending? I'm gonna be so pissed. Get your ass down here. We need to find that bleed now. We may have to take the baby.
It's party time. He wanted to dance. I was like, no, I'm all set, because you probably have a small penis anyway.
This type of delay is unacceptable. The risk of sudden death is quite high.
Too many swings in her blood pressure.
Whenever your kids are sick, you want to fix them. Somebody gonna say something.
She had some bleeding.
To purchase Boston Med on DVD, go to abcnewsstore.com.
Let me shake your hand. He knows where he is. He knows he had surgery. He knows my name, recognizes me. He can see. He's gonna be fine. I'm on my way home. I'm gonna walk home. I'm gonna enjoy the fresh air. I'm gonna help my daughter eat dinner. Get a good night's sleep. Then come back early in the morning and be ready for surgery.
You know, you live in the hospital, and so you see these people all the time, and it's only natural that you start dating people in the hospital. But things can get a little bit sticky if it doesn't go well. Hey, what's going on?
The Spanish interpreter is here for you. Right there.
This is Mallory. She's taking care of my patient today. You know, you always worry because if it's a cute nurse and you're trying to ask her out, like you can see all the other like old nurses kind of hone in on you and try to prevent you from eating their young. So you have to be a little bit careful, you know? Now I'm gonna go see Catherine, who's a 26-year-old female who over the past 24 hours has had persistent abdominal pain, predominantly in the right lower quadrant. She came to the ED here and was found to have an appendicitis. My name's Andrew, I'm one of the surgical residents. I'll be helping out on the case.
I just want to get it over with, honestly. I mean, I've been up for a long time now. I kept waking up last night, so just get it over with. Get it out if they need it out.
We're gonna try doing it laparoscopic first, which is, you know, make a couple small incisions.
Okay.
In some situations that doesn't work out. The appendix is perforated. It's difficult to safely remove the appendix with a laparoscope.
Great, that'll be my luck.
But it's still a small incision, but you should be aware of it. There are horror stories, right? You take a person's appendix out and they can have major complications afterwards. I remember like a couple months ago, I was having this like, you know, abdominal pain myself, and I was thinking, even if this is an appendix, I don't want to go through surgery. I'm not comfortable with this case at all. I haven't done many at all, and the ones that I have done, I totally have not reached the comfort level.
What can I say this time round? Words compose silent sound.
My dad actually died in 1997 from a medical error, which has definitely contributed to me going into medicine. He had a pancreatic mass. And what they ended up doing was not biopsying the mass, but biopsying the aorta, which is a very bad.
Tight, because you're in for a long 8 hours, Bill.
You're in big trouble, Bill.
Bill Binder forgot my name. He said, hi, Megan, and perfect.
You have to be so careful around here.
Thank God Bill's head is relatively round and easy to cut out. I think it's extremely funny that he forgot my name.
I mean, you are Nurse of the Year.
I can name everybody's name here, but just had to forget a minute.
William Binder.
Amanda.
What?
You know what?
Hi, John.
I'm just in the middle of like 19 things. I forget my own wife's name sometimes.
He's gonna spend the whole night apologizing to me. I can already see it. I have him right here.
Today, we're operating on Ron Haynes to resect this malignant tumor from in between his eyes. We take off the forehead, push the brain back, and expose the tumor from above.
Okay, after he goes in for the procedure, walk straight down the hall. It's all the way down on the left-hand side, all right?
Ron is my oldest son. It's a scary thing he's going to be going through.
He's handling it very well. And that helps us that he has a positive attitude and he's attacking it. It really helps us that he's confident.
Today's surgery. It's not that big a deal, I guess. So, I mean, it is, but it's like, you know, like I've said, I'm in the best place to have this done, so I'm not really worried about it.
The biggest danger is not doing it right. Really, if it's not done perfectly, the complications can be really devastating. You gotta know how to do it right. I know how to do it. I'm trained to do it. I don't want to sound arrogant, but, you know, it's brain surgery. All hell can break loose in any case that I do.
The ER is very different than any other rotation that we do in the hospital.
United States, like you like the United States. Saramam, bitch, me cago en...
A little crazy in here.
Wow, he's discharged.
So I'm texting Bardouche right now, one of my co-interns. Oh, here's Bardouche. Bardouche is in the house.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
Good, good. Let me answer a few calls.
Name Andrew L. Bardisi. Everyone calls him Bardouche. So we're trying to get some of the nerve.
There it is. She's definitely got a disease.
I'm gonna grab this if that's okay with everyone.
It's fine. Now why don't you use it, grab the base there, now use your other hand and basically grasp on the other side and kind of pull that appendix out of that pelvis. Yep. Oh, beautiful. Okay. All right, here's what I want you to do. I want you to grab the appendix. Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to feed that further into your stapler. So use the stapler as a grasper. Turn it towards you. Use the stapler. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Let me see your blade. Okay.
You like that?
Yep. Are you comfortable with it?
I love it.
You don't have the ilium?
No. Hold on, let me just double check.
I'll double check for you. It's not that I don't trust you. Fire. Yep.
Alright.
Okay. Open up.
Probably less painful than I thought it would be.
I was impressed.
He's the best intern on
You know
the
how to
service.
use that?
All right, deploy the bag. Dunk the worm.
And I'll take a specimen cup now, please.
I'm done, okay?
Can I take this bad boy out?
Yep. Don't lose the worm.
I'll find out.
I think I won the bet.
You won. I owe him a beer. It's okay. It was like an early appendicitis, so I asked him if he thought it was an appendicitis. I kind of just wanted to get him thinking along the lines of why he's operating on the patient.
That was the first one that I've done
And they both
myself.
have a
That was your first epi?
Yeah.
He did a satisfactory job.
You did well.
I was kind
You
of
just
sweating
easily
a little
picked on.
bit.
His skills actually probably beyond the level of an intern, but you know what? I'll tell him he did well, but I probably won't tell him that part. I don't want his head to get too big.
Rob, come here. You were gonna go without saying goodbye?
Tired, I gotta work tomorrow.
Now, some people are just cute in this environment, and then you take them out of this environment, and then they're not so cute, and you pass.
What does that mean?
Like outside of here, you're like cool too.
So you're saying I am hospital cute?
No, you're
and then
not.
I'm also outside the world cute?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, go home, go to bed. Now you can sleep soundly, knowing that you.
I saved all these emails from when my wife and I first met. This is the very first email my wife ever sent to me after the day we met, which was a Sunday. This was Monday night. Monday morning, not even Monday night, Monday morning, she emailed me. She was eager. Cut the day a little bit short because today is my wife's birthday. Hope to see you in a little bit. Okay. Can I ask you a couple questions? Say your name. Remember my name? Where are you from? Okay, good. How many fingers? How many fingers? Good. All right, good. Everything went fine, okay? Let me shake your hand. He knows where he is. He knows he had surgery. He knows my name, recognizes me. He can see. He's gonna be fine. I'm on my way home. I'm gonna walk home. I'm gonna enjoy the fresh air. I'm gonna help my daughter eat dinner. Get a good night's sleep. Then come back early in the morning and be ready for surgery.
You know, you live in the hospital, and so you see these people all the time, and it's only natural that you start dating people in the hospital. But things can get a little bit sticky if it doesn't go well. Hey, what's going on?
The Spanish interpreter is here for you.
This is Mallory. She's taking care of my patient today. You know, you always worry because if it's a cute nurse and you're trying to ask her out, like you can see all the other like old nurses kind of hone in on you and try to prevent you from eating their young. So you have to be a little bit careful, you know? Now I'm gonna go see Catherine, who's a 26-year-old female who over the past 24 hours has had persistent abdominal pain, predominantly in the right lower quadrant. She came to the ED here and was found to have an appendicitis. My name's Andrew, I'm one of the surgical residents. I'll be helping out on the case.
I just want to get it over with, honestly. I mean, I've been up for a long time now. I kept waking up last night, so just get it over with. Get it out if they need it out.
We're gonna try doing it laparoscopic first, which is, you know, make a couple small incisions.
Okay.
In some situations, that doesn't work out. The appendix is perforated. It's difficult to safely remove the appendix with a laparoscope.
Great, that'll be my luck.
But it's still a small incision, but you should be aware of it. There are horror stories, right? You take a person's appendix out, and they can have major complications afterwards. I remember like a couple months ago, I was having this like, you know, abdominal pain myself, and I was thinking, even if this is an appendix, I don't want to go through surgery. I'm not comfortable with this case at all. I haven't done many at all, and the ones that I have done, I totally have not reached the comfort level.
What can I say this time round? Words composed, silent.
We're like,
Not fingers locked.
Oh,
Like that.
don't touch my fingers.
I don't want to keep the frame the same, and you just sort of like, you know, walk together.
Gavin, this is embarrassing. You two dance together.
Nothing sexier than two men who are comfortable enough to dance together.
To dance the
First time
tango together. All right.
Ready?
Well, all right.
Just trust me.
All right, I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna
Okay.
trust you, and it's gonna be a mess. See, I can't. I guess I don't trust you, Rob.
That's okay. Not a lot of people do.
I've made the mistake of dating somebody I work with before, and it was disastrous.
Oh, that was good.
Yes, there's small steps. I think you're pretty good.
You're pretty good too. Oh, I'm getting like dizzy.
Rob's a great guy. We'll see what happens.
I am no magician. I've got no crystal ball.
We're on the way up to the ICU. Where I'm just going to take one last look at Ron, just to watch him continue to progress towards where I really want him to be neurologically. Hey, Ron, just checking in on you. Hi. The first noise that he made when we went in there was he just kind of bellowed, like Chewbacca. It's probably a very appropriate noise for somebody who undergoes like a surgery like that to wake up and kind of yell. If he was mute, I'd be more worried. But giving a shout, that's his prerogative. Hey, Ron, surgery's all done, okay? Everything went fine. I just talked to your family. They're gonna come up and see you in a little bit. Okay? Can I ask you a couple questions? Say your name. Remember my name? Where are you from? Okay, good. How many fingers? How many fingers? Good. All right, good. Everything went fine, okay? Let me shake your hand. He knows where he is. He knows he had surgery. He knows my name, recognizes me. He can see. He's gonna be fine. I'm on my way home. I'm gonna walk home. I'm gonna enjoy the fresh air. I'm gonna help my daughter eat dinner. Get a good night's sleep. And then come back early in the morning and be ready for surgery.
You know, you live in the hospital, and so you see these people all the time, and it's only natural that you start dating people in the hospital.
7-8, please. Let's go get her taken care of. I don't want her to leave.
I was valedictorian of my college undergraduate class. I came to Harvard Medical School with a $300,000 scholarship to do anything I wanted with, and now coming in as an intern, you're the lowest of the lowest people on the totem pole. You know nothing. Is she still here?
She wants to discuss her payments with her.
Her payments. Oh, great. Oh, I'm not going to prescribe you any narcotics.
Narcotics. I never asked you for
All right,
narcotics.
calm down.
Well, that's why you just assume something.
You know, assuming can make...
Okay, hey guys,
listen,
first of all.
listen to me.
No.
Just like you assumed that she
was
on
drunk.
Alcohol.
When did I assume this?
You asked me when was her last drink.
I said, yeah, because she has a... anyway, this is a pointless conversation.
No, I don't drink. I drink because of pain.
She's been under my care for the past 5 hours. Like, I'm like really taking very good care of this patient. I got her out of bed. I was doing a lot of extra things to help her, walking her around, making sure that she has a safe home environment. And then they just turn on you like that.
Well, you were narcotics. I did not ask for narcotics.
You feel like you need something else for the pain than what you currently have.
I have tried. Listen, I've been here for 5 years in this hospital, okay?
Okay.
That I had to die, okay? Came here on a Monday,
Okay.
and then came here on a Thursday. Send me home. Wednesday, send me home, and I hemorrhaged myself to death.
Okay.
Not on alcohol either.
Well, I wasn't there for that, obviously.
My mother has attention deficit disorder, okay? And I'm a teacher, and I know, and I'm also in the medical field. I have a thing in medical assistant, and so don't put a smirk on your face, okay?
You know, you
'Cause
keep
if you
your
don't believe
medication.
me,
How's that?
Okay, sounds good.
You keep it, send
Okay.
it home.
Okay.
Maybe someday you might need it.
Okay.
Maybe I could have handled that a little differently, but there's no way I'm gonna write a prescription for this patient. Like, I don't care if they call patient relations, if they want to file a complaint against me, I'm not gonna do it.
Are we pushing blood?
One more. We need a cross clamp for the aorta, please. Even if there's a 1 in a million chance, you're still going to do everything that you can to try to save a child.
Looks like it's got a big fracture here.
You know what? You guys, what do we got? Bleeding. It was just bleeding today. From the time that we entered the room, pupils were fixed and non-reactive. Okay, stop.
All right. Hold on, folks, everybody, through your time.
240.
240.
Zip them up first.
Even if there's a 1 in a million chance, you're still going to do everything that you can to try to save a child.
Looks like it's got a big fracture here.
You know what? You guys, what do we got? Bleeding. It was just bleeding today. From the time that we entered the room, pupils were fixed and non-reactive. Okay, stop.
All right. Hold on, folks, everybody, through your time.
240.
240.
Zip them up first, family.
Yes.
There's nothing more devastating than losing a child. When you see a kid laying there with his chest cut open, where you can see his heart and it's not moving, I don't think you would ever be able to prepare yourself for that, ever. That's definitely the first time I've had to do chest compressions on a kid. It was just nothing.
he had no blood whatsoever.
Wasn't even moving.
Poor baby.
It is undeniably frustrating and saddening when people that you treat, when they die. Brain surgery is a situation where there are things you can't control. Doing a lot of operations is physically and emotionally demanding. And I knew this would be the case when I chose to go into neurosurgery, and I thought that I was well suited for it.
You heard what they've been calling me lately, right?
Much cuter than Obama.
Absolutely. Really? Yeah, more than one person has said you look like him. He's absolutely much cuter than Obama.
I'm going to reserve comment. Exactly, because he's the president, so I don't want to go on record as comparing myself to the president, but I'll let everybody speak for themselves.
You look like Obama, by the way.
The only thing I will say is I am 12 years younger than he is, so I hope at least I look younger than he does, if not better. You know, I hear that. I usually don't hear it in Scrubs. I hear it usually when I'm wearing a blue suit.
No, you do look like him, younger him, but you.
I'll take that as a compliment. So
Good. Yes, I think it's a compliment.
The reason why I went into medicine is because my father was a doctor. He was the first African-American surgeon at New York Hospital, and it was obvious to me from my earliest memory that he loved his job.
All right, surgery time.
When I was an intern, I was assisting a surgeon on a hernia operation, and he had left the room. They brought down the screen, and the patient, very pleasant, said, "Oh, thank you to the nurse, thank you to the scrub nurse." And she says, "Oh, are you here to clean the room?" And I just said, "No, I did your operation." Some people would be very upset by that and all riled up. I only thought it was funny, because I knew I did the operation. About to see a new patient named Ronald.
We got his heart beating again, but he has massive internal bleeding and we might not be able to stop it in time.
You have everything.
Brigham and Women's. It's Richard Reich, R-E-I-S-H.
This month I'm in the emergency department working 50 hours a week. They do 10-hour shifts, so it's really nice.
Today's Rick's first day in the emergency department, so we have to keep our close eye on him and make sure that he knows what he's doing. We'll see.
She's been sitting here forever. I need a Spanish interpreter for 37A, please. Let's go get her taken care of. I don't want her to leave.
I was valedictorian of my college undergraduate class. I came to Harvard Medical School with a $300,000 scholarship to do anything I wanted with, and now coming in as an intern, you're the lowest of the lowest people on the totem pole. You know nothing.
Is
she still here?
She wants to discuss her payments with her.
Her payments. Oh, great. Oh, I'm not going to prescribe you any narcotics.
Narcotics. I never asked you for
All right,
narcotics.
calm down.
Well, that's why you just assume something.
You know, assuming can make...
Ma,
Okay, hey guys,
listen,
first of all.
listen to me.
No.
Just like you assumed that she
was
on
drunk.
Alcohol.
When did I assume this?
You asked me when was her last drink.
I said, yeah, because she has a...
No,
anyway, this is a pointless
no,
conversation.
No, I don't drink. I drink because of pain.
She's been under my care for the past 5 hours. I'm really taking very good care of this patient. I got her out of bed. I was doing a lot of extra things to help her, walking her around, making sure that she has a safe home environment.
Okay.
And then they just turn on you like that.
Now, you were narcotics. I did not ask for narcotics.
You feel like you need something else for the pain than what you currently have.
I have tried. Listen, I've been here for 5 years in this hospital, okay?
Okay.
That I had to die, okay? Came here on a Monday,
Okay.
and then came here on a Thursday. Send me home. Wednesday, send me home, and I hemorrhaged myself to death.
Okay.
Not on alcohol either.
Well, I wasn't there for that, obviously.
My mother has attention deficit disorder, okay? And I'm a teacher, and I know, and I'm also in the medical field. I have a thing in medical system, and so don't put a smirk on your face, okay?
You know, you
'Cause
keep
if you
your
don't believe
medication.
me,
How's that?
Okay, sounds good.
You keep it, send it home.
Okay.
Maybe someday you might need it.
Okay.
Ron, squeeze my hand. Give me a squeeze. Give me a squeeze, Ron. Squeeze. Squeeze my hand.
Okay. Right, all done with surgery.
Surgery's all finished.
Young men wake up aggressively. I don't know why. I had surgery once, but I think I woke up peacefully.
Surgery's all done. Everything went great. Now you're talking. Little mask on there. Little breathing. Looking good. Looking good. Successful surgery. Achieved our goals. Looks pretty good. Gonna follow him closely tonight. He's just waking up, so he's not completely coherent yet, but he's moving everything, following commands. So far, so good.
Okay.
So the surgery went basically as planned.
Did they have any eye issues? Because he said something about losing an eye.
He still has both eyes. I would expect him to be able to see.
Okay.
Okay? I haven't been able to actually formally test that yet.
Right.
Step by step, one step.
Step by step, yeah.
You're walking too slow, crank up my favorite song on the radio. Everything's fine.
I'm gonna get you a pillow. I'll be right back, okay?
Got your friends around you.
Do I look a little better today, Izzy? Yesterday, the environmental service people told me that I have to start doing my hair before I come to work.
There's nothing wrong with her, but she could have looked much excitement, you know. Could have been looking better.
Izzy, you're in trouble. We're all done for the night. Rob and I and some of his friends are going tango dancing. Oh my God, it's so tiny. I'm scared.
Oh no.
It's kind of hot.
It's really hot when they do it.
Oh.
And you know,
We're like,
she not fingers locked.
Oh.
Like that.
Don't touch my fingers.
You just keep the frame the same, and you just sort of like, you know, walk together.
Gavin, this is embarrassing. You two dance together.
Nothing sexier than two men who are comfortable enough to dance together.
To dance the
First time
tango together. All right.
Ready?
Well, all right.
Just trust me.
All right, I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna
Okay.
trust you, and it's gonna be a mess. See, I can't. I guess I don't trust you, Rob.
That's okay. Not a lot of people do.